Yeh Hai Mohabbatein new episode is out. Raman worries that Vandu might have seen him throwing off Ishita off the cliff. See what happened next. The episode begins with Niddhi scolding Abhishek for having a faulty rope. Senior inspector talks to the family and he says our entire team is out looking for Ishita. Raman comes home crying and says he knows where she is and says she jumped off the cliff and says he was near jail and heard that Ishita ran off from the jail and I saw her jumping off the cliff. Raman thinks even if Vandu says she saw me there, no one will doubt me. Abhishek gets a call from the inspector to go and check is this true. The next morning Sarika informs the good news to Suraj and Ashok and Romi fumes on her and beats Ashok and Suraj calls the guards and they stop him. Raman is on the way smiling and rings the bell of Niddhi's home. Raman waits for her and says finally we are united. She hugs him and they both hug. He says I was the one who threw her off the cliff and was never attracted to any woman and I didn't knew our old relation would come back to life. He says thank you my love. She says you did so much for me and they both have a smile. He gets a call from the investors and he says he did a mistake by keeping the company name on Ishita. She says she will help him out as he did a lot for her. Everyone cry for Ishita and Amma cries and thinks of kids. Simi says we have tell them and Sarika looks on shocked and Appa says we couldn't see her for the last time. Rui and Adi wait at the Iyer's house for Ishita. Sarika cries and tells Rui that Ishita is no more. Rui says no, this can't happen. Simi says that's the truth and Rui, Adi cry. Raman comes to office and Romi asks Raman what is he doing here. He asks him to go home and says Pathak and he will manage. Romi asks did he got the new investors and Niddhi walks in and Raman says ladies first and he goes after her and Romi gets shocked. Abhishek gets to know that Ishita's body isn't found and asks Dubby to find Ishita's body at any cost. He asks them to look around the jail and get her. Mrs. Bala calls him and he says he didn't get her yet. Niddhi tells the board that Ishita isn't between us Niddhi she is the legal advisor of the company and Raman smiles. She says she will see all those losses are covered. Raman asks her to charge in Romi's position and Romi gets shocked. Pathak says maybe he is in shock and behaving that way.